what's up, family? I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Inside the Game Unchained. I am your host, your boy Marty McFly. To the left of me, I got
Sonny.
And you got your boy Jeremiah.
And filet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, before we jump into today's topic, we want to go ahead and play our song of the week. Personally, I didn't vote for this song. I just want y'all to everybody out there. I just want y'all to know I ain't vote for this song.
He halfway voted, so that's a 0.5.
Man,
I'm telling you right now.
Man.
That's
But
a
anyway,
0.5.
anyway, audience, family, I just want y'all forewarn y'all. Please don't fall asleep as they play this song.
Oh, my
That boy about 52.
Big 3-1. Big 3-1.
Big 3-1,
Yes,
man.
sir.
That's what's up,
I
man.
feel 52 though.
That's a big milestone right there, bro. Hey, and also my man chopped the hair off. What inspired you to do that?
God.
You know,
I
sometimes
feel like-
when you
I
get a
feel like-
wife and she says she likes something, regardless if you dislike it, you gotta like it too.
That is a fact. That is a
I
fact.
promise you gotta listen.
I just want you to know you look like you signed the OVO over there.
Hey,
You look like
yo.
Drake
just
might have
missing the- I'm just
inspired
missing
that
the heart,
joint, bro. You just missing the heart, though.
Big K that over here. Don't get it mistaken.
Oh, all right. Big K-Dot. Baby King. But yeah, man. Hey, happy birthday to you, man. That's a
sir.
big
Yes,
milestone
sir.
right there, reaching
Happy birthday.
31, man. Happy birthday to you, man. Hey, so today's topic, man, we just gonna go around. We gonna talk about our lives, man. We all
Yeah, we're
moved
going to
to-
go around.
Hey, we gonna go around, go around, go around. Sonny like, man, nah, man. Go first. Yeah, man, we all moved here to Texas. I've been here for about what, 2 years now, going on 2 years.
That was like
It's
3.
been 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, about 2-3,
Two.
about 2-3
How long
years.
has it been
yeah.
for you?
It's almost about to be 5 for me.
5.
Yeah.
But you, son?
No, my bad. It's
1
4.
year.
1 year.
My bad.
Why
It's
you saying it
4.
so sad?
1 year.
It'll be
1
4 in
year.
it'll be
1
4 in
year.
it'll be 4 in July.
4 in July.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think for me in August it'll be 2. It'll be 2 because I moved here like I think exactly on August 1st.
Yeah.
Literally, the exact day of August 1st. I said I got to get up out of there.
Right. So since we are a lifestyle and sports podcast and we're going to talk about our lives, I just want to ask y'all a question, man. How did sports impact your life? You know, from playing from Pee Wee on up. How did playing sports impact your life? Anybody can just jump out there. Anybody.
I start. When it was a little different for me because I'm short, so a lot of sports that I played was usually either basketball or football. And when I started, it was always, oh man, you too short, so I had to prove myself. But it taught me, discipline. It taught me, really never to give up. Size doesn't matter in sports, and as long as you give effort and you put the work in, you can reach any level. For me, my brother, he went to Kansas State on a full scholarship, and he's like 6'7", 310.
Jeez.
So we like the complete opposite.
He took all the hype.
He took all the hype.
I took all the hype.
He had scholarships
Bro,
back to
some of it
back.
back.
Yeah.
He was going to combines. This was when Rivals.com was really popping.
Yeah,
I ain't heard of
I remember
Rivals
Rivals.
in a minute.
It's been a
Man.
while.
So, just watching him, I really kind of gave it up once I got out of high school. But, growing up, I learned a lot, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff that I instill into my kids now.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What about you, Jeremiah?
I think, to be honest with you, just family. I mean, with an uncle who still, I really do think he still hold the most rushing yards and most TDs in Louisiana.
Man, that's what's up.
crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to, I hate Bird High School, but it was these rivals. But, and then from my dad, my grandfather, and many other people like the twins who played TCU, they actually hold foundations here in Dallas themselves. Everybody. Football. That's all we knew. But we had a little bit of other stuff. But it just inspired, to me, a camaraderie.
Yeah.
Because
most definitely.
When family wasn't there, sometimes it'll feel like I can go play sports and it's like another family. It felt like another outlet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just people around me which inspired me for the little time that even I played and got to learn stuff. So
Yeah, that's big.
yeah, I'm telling you, sports is it's a crazy change in people's lives.
What about you, Sonny?
I'll say football, how football impacted me. I didn't really care too much for other sports. I played football 24 years, literally my whole life. I'm only 29, so literally that's all I knew. But
need a badge.
the impact though is it, especially now being an entrepreneur, how to lose publicly. A lot of people shy away from taking opportunities because they don't want to be seen as a failure. But like when you practice in August all the way to October, November, and you lose, it just gives you that different type of outlook on it. When you got, even in just one game, like you're losing in high school, you got 500 of students at your games, watching y'all, everybody walk away Friday afternoon with your jerseys on, telling people to come to the game. And you ain't gonna win every game. Yeah. But to publicly go out there and lose, just those lessons that it teach you, like just go take the chance anyway. Yeah. Like you could put in the work all the time, but everything, like nowadays I feel like people are so scared to put themselves out there because of failure. But like when you played a team sport and you've been in those situations where you gave everything you had and still came up short, people shy away from those moments. But if you've been there and you've seen it in different ways, it kind of take that pressure off of you to do literally anything. So
That's
I think
a fact.
those are the biggest lessons I took, especially now using what I do. Like I'm not scared to take any chance as far as business or anything, just based off my experience with football. But even the family part, it's like you escape. No matter what you go through, bro, when you put that helmet on, like I'm a totally different person.
Yeah.
Like, it don't matter what I got going on, whether good or bad. You could be and let it all out though, for real.
Yeah. Shout out to the Angels though.
And you literally just could be yourself for that hour that you out there on the field, and it's just a different. It's nothing can replace. I still am trying to find myself now, not being an athlete. Yeah, because it's like once that's over. I don't get to run track no more. You don't get to play basketball with your boys no more. The bus rides home no more. The team dinner.
What they say, it almost come to an end someday.
Yeah, but it's like it's real because you got a lot of people that played football their whole life, even like the pros, and they don't find their identity after that because all you've been seeing. Look at Warren Sapp.
Yeah,
where he was like
that man, a great example.
Like for real though, because he played football his whole life, and everybody known him as like this big dominant dude, but you were an athlete. So when he got done, he's not good at business. You don't know him. You don't hear about.
He know football.
You just know football. So Dion put him in that role to be back around the game, saved him really. Yeah. He wasn't good on NFL Network. Like he just wasn't. And it's not in like a bad way, but it's like that's not his thing. Yeah. He not like gonna get on there.
He need to be on that. He need
to be on the field. That's his identity. So it's really hard when you create this life around yourself and then you don't have it no more. Yeah. So that's definitely the lessons I took from it. Just kind of use what the game brings to you, and then use it to create a life outside of that.
Yeah. Sheesh, y'all gave some great answers, fellas. I think for me is what stood out to me was the brotherhood, and I guess like the connections. Believe it or not, majority of y'all, I know y'all through sports. You know what I mean? Like Phil, I met him in church, but the way we connected was, I hoop, try and play basketball. Like, you know what I mean? I met Sonny. His son played with my son in football, you know what I'm saying? And my brother-in-law, you know what I mean? He came around, started dating my sister, but, the way we connected was through sports, you know what I'm saying? So,
Go Cowboys.
I feel
crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Right. I feel like, sports taught me that brotherhood and that connection. No matter, no matter how much competition is in the game, it's always love after the game. You know what I mean? Like Sonny was saying, once I put that helmet on, I'm a Damon. But you know what I mean? Off the field, shout out to the Angels, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just that brotherhood and that connection, man. And I believe that's what brought us here today. You know what I mean? Sonny, me and him, we was just having a random conversation. He was like, bro, we should start a sports podcast, you know what I mean? Not to just bash everybody that plays sports or just, talk bad about people that play sports, but also just, our lifestyle. We all fathers here. You know what I mean? All our kids play sports, so that's a great connection right there.
That's a fact.
But yeah, I feel like the brotherhood and connection is what I learned. You know what I mean? Playing sports. So, with that being said, right? Let's have a little fun.
It's a little fun. That's crazy.
Let's have a little fun, right? who is your top athlete in sports? Like, no matter whether they play baseball, football, soccer, a swimmer.
That's a great question.
Who would you consider like, yo, this is my favorite athlete? Like, he's my favorite athlete all time. He or
So
she.
just favorite, not the
Can
best.
we do
Not
like
the
a,
best.
Yeah,
No,
just
favorite.
your favorite.
Yeah, just
Okay.
your personal
favorite
favorite. We ain't gonna talk
like,
the best.
Can we do it like a 3?
Like a 3? Top 3?
Top 3?
Nah, let's make it hard, bro. We gotta make this thing hard, bro.
I feel like
I'll
if
take
you
this
do
one
say the
first.
best, that means it's somebody who you've probably aspired to either look like or be.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
In a way.
Yeah.
So
Right.
okay.
I got it.
Reframe it. The most influential athlete
Oh, all right. I got you.
Okay.
that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
that you
That's
see.
fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Bet. You want me to start?
It don't matter. Whoever,
I'll
jump
start.
out there.
Mine is definitely Allen Iverson.
Mhm.
To the
That's a good
fullest.
one.
To the fullest. I mean, it was definitely, I grew up watching Jordan, but when I seen Allen Iverson, it was just like a whole different ball game. I wanted the braids, I wanted the headband.
Yeah.
I wanted the tattoos,
the crossover.
The crossover.
Somebody said that's what invented the leg sleeve.
Bro.
It said, well, nobody in there
Yeah.
wearing no
But
leg
see-
sleeves walking.
But also he was short.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
was short in the league, so him playing basketball gave me inspiration. I'm a basketball dude. I love football, but I'm a basketball dude at heart.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
hoops is where I'm at.
Yeah, that's a five. That's AI was definitely
Definitely.
one of them ones, man.
Yeah.
Definitely one of them ones.
Who yours?
Who mine?
Mhm.
I probably would have to say it's crazy. It's crazy. I probably had to say Michael Vick. The reason why I say that because back in our day, wasn't too many black quarterbacks, right? You know what I mean? And once Michael Vick came on the scene, it was like he just changed the whole game, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course you had quarterbacks that can run, but when Michael Vick ran the ball, bro, it was just like
It felt like a touchdown every
right,
time.
every
It
single
felt
time,
like it.
bro.
I think it was. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, that's your thought. I like it though. I just think his off the field is what kind of caught the attention of our demographic because you had like Dante Culpepper, you had Steve McNair,
Oh, yeah.
but they weren't
Him.
Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Like,
Weren't
it wasn't,
him.
like then it's not that they were good, but
No, they definitely were good. They just
His
wasn't
name
him.
was
but,
different.
but they were like the they were what the NFL wanted you to be. Michael Vick was him.
Yeah.
Like he was gonna be himself. He was kind of our Deion Sanders.
Facts.
I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna stay me. So he paved the way for Cam Newton and Lamar Jackson to just be you.
Just be
Lamar
you.
can't ever be the face of the NFL because he's him. If he was to do the things that they want, he's not gonna be in a State Farm commercial.
Right.
Cause he's not gonna play
Jake?
by. Yeah, he's not gonna be that. So that's why they chose Pat Mahomes. But you got a 2-time MVP, and you're not gonna make him the face of the NFL because he's who he wants to be. So I got to be who you want me to be. I got to be who you like for me to be the face. That's why Michael Vick kind of changed it for our perception of how we view it. Like, just be yourself, bro. Like, I can't be Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
true.
be Steve Smith. Like, I can only be me. But you want me to come in here and be Tom Brady to get in. Look at Shador. And not to steal your thought. That's just how I think Michael Vick influenced. That's not my personal
I was
favorite.
just about to
but
ask
how
who
you
yours
influence.
was.
Mine was Ocho Cinco.
Okay.
But he was another one. Like, I'm gonna come in the game and have fun and be myself, bro. That because that's the only way you can
biggest
enjoy the
trash
game.
talker
I'm gonna
ever,
tell you,
bro.
he the
Yeah,
only,
no, for
the only
real.
way he influenced me
Still.
is the fact that I can go to McDonald's right around the
Bro, but
corner and
but
eat
that's the
every
thing
day.
with everything off the field.
That's
Like,
the only way he
football's so
inspired me.
violent,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like you can really get caught up in the everyday of trying to be like this alpha every day. You got to think of the locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to bring it on the field. Like,
Yep.
but he brought the fun out of it. Like, I want to come in here and put on the show, bro. I'm inboxing DBs before the games. Like, everything he doing, bro. Like,
That was
I'm
crazy.
talking shit
Going
before
crazy.
the game because
Going
because
crazy.
of him. I'm like, bro, I want it because it's fun and it's competitive. Like, I want you to talk shit as soon as I don't like no DB that's friendly during the game.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
Yo, come in here and compete, but he trying to run over Ray Lewis, like, bro, like just having fun with it.
But hold
brought
on, you
the
say
fun
you don't
back.
like no DB that's friendly during the game, but what if that's like their mental
What if
thing,
that's
though,
their thing
like,
they get into their mind?
But I can't get in my zone like that.
Hey, I like
Yeah.
watching the highlights. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know,
see,
mental thing.
I don't because now it's like, bro, I'm not even worried about you hitting me. So like this game, I'm
Yeah.
catching everything, bro.
Yeah.
Because you're not even aggressive. You're gonna help me up. I don't want you to do that,
He
bro.
said you gonna help me up.
Bro, I'm trying to block you to the stands. I'm not trying to sit here and be your
Yeah,
friend.
what Ocho Cinco say when Ray hit him? He said, "Yeah, I tried to block Ray.
I tried to block Ray, coach.
He ran me over."
He said, "What'd you take before the game?" He said, "Viagra."
Yo, shout out to
Yo,
Ocho,
Ocho's
bro.
crazy,
That
bro.
boy
Ocho.
is crazy,
One
dog.
in a million, man. 1 in a million. I can tell you that for sure.
Who was yours, Jeremiah?
Yeah.
I'm kind of tied between two people, and not to just really be different, but it's somebody who I don't talk about a lot. And to me, that's Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson, then LeBron James. For me, it was only because of Bo Jackson, probably the first time I had ever seen a highlight for him to hit a home run and then play football like that same week. To me, that was weird because
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders did it, but who did it first?
Bo is around the same. Yeah. Around the same time.
Bo was a little bit
Around the
before
same
that
time.
because
Yeah.
because at that time Bo was a little bit more popular before Deion did, but then when Deion got in the game, it was like, oh dang, he could do it too, and everybody started loving Deion. But Deion to me was better at being both, just my opinion. But Bo was the first, so for me, I was always like, I didn't know people could do that. I thought you could only do one or the other. I wasn't introduced to something like this by the time I was born. But I'm only tied between that two because LeBron, it's kind of like that conversation we had. LeBron is not somebody that,
You can't imitate.
yeah, you cannot imitate that. Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime.
Everybody
player.
has tried to imitate Jordan so much. And we have, AKA somewhat.
Kobe is the
imitator.
closest.
But that's the thing. We have an
As far
imitator
as what?
already.
As far as what?
As far as the way
as
he tried to mimic his game for a while.
From Jordan.
He might have been a
Jordan.
little different,
Tatum tried to do it too. Tatum says he copied Kobe, but Kobe copied Jordan.
Jordan,
so
yeah.
You can see.
But
a
the
lot
closest-
of it.
but I
closest
ain't heard
imitation
nobody say they
to
want to be
Jordan.
LeBron.
Yeah, it's Kobe.
They
Can't,
love
bro.
him.
He's
They love him to death.
6'9", 240 pound, running a 4.44.
It's
And I
It's
didn't know that.
insane.
I didn't know that I just found this out like 2 weeks ago. I didn't know that so they cut his career in half as far as stats wise. The points per game, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was like 27 some or 28 some on average when they cut his career in half from the first portion from Cleveland to Miami. Then they cut it in half again from Cleveland to the Lakers. And then they said right now he is 1 point off from still averaging the
Bro,
same.
that's still
Of his
insane,
MVP
bro.
year.
That is
MVP.
insane, bro.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
So you
And
can't
he's
copy
supposed to
it.
be slow. He's supposed to be
He's
slowed
supposed to be
down.
slowing down. If you think about it, I think Vince Carter, he was still Vince Carter has switched up his game.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like he had to find because he couldn't jump as high. He couldn't jump as high.
He
couldn't
had to
dunk.
sit on that
So
side.
he developed a three ball,
Mm-hmm.
and you could see him start dwindling down.
Most older players I've seen
Bro,
that do that before
but
they
for
retire.
LeBron to keep doing what he's doing right now,
Yeah.
bro,
I
it's
just
insane.
told
and
him
became a
that.
better shooter though.
And
But the other person
better.
that
his
did that
percentage is better.
is Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
If you look at Ray Allen highlights, he's dunking on
Before-
motherfuckers.
Yeah, but he
in
wasn't
the-
no.
He's
look,
dunking on
beginning of his
motherfuckers.
career, he
Bro,
was
He
that was
wasn't
him.
no
He
3-point
wasn't
specialist.
he was not
That
always
man
a
was
shooter.
banging
He
shit.
was dunking.
Yeah.
Dang.
Seattle
Jesus
Supersonic. Yeah,
Shuttlesworth.
man, that man was going crazy. People don't give him credit for that. They
Yeah.
all just look at him as a shooter.
And now he's a marksman. Like,
Nah,
That's
he was.
but that's
top
why
10.
I bring LeBron because of the monster he is. That
Yeah.
that highlight of him running and chasing the old boy, they said that's something you see on National Geographic. Because when he running, he looked at the
Iguodala?
camera
Like a
and then-
gazelle.
and he looked. No, this wasn't Iguodala. This was a few weeks ago.
yeah,
Oh,
I
he
know
did-
you're
yeah,
talking
he
about.
did it again.
I
Yeah,
know you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
He was
He was
running
behind him like.
and he looked at the camera and then looked back at the dude, and there was somebody else behind him who went like this.
It's different. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Look, do y'all remember the play? Do y'all remember that play when he let the guy get the steal? He let him get.
He
the
let
steal.
him get still just to
so
come
just so he
back.
could block.
So real quick, fellas. All right, before we go too far on that. Speaking of LeBron, we're going to talk about something that's a trending topic right now. Recently, LeBron did approach Stephen A. Smith. Dang, fellas, let me finish.
Bro.
I'm doing the same shit. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't even got to finish. I'm doing the same shit.
So So, because the reason why I bring it up, because we all sports dads, right? We all got sons that play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So LeBron approached Stephen A. Smith basically about, talking crap about his son.
Yeah.
All right. So my question to y'all is, Stephen A. Smith responded already, and he was basically saying that it was a weak move.
You did.
As fathers, do you feel like that was a weak move, fellas?
No.
I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say no.
You can't call it a weak move when you taken out of context because LeBron is not gonna come to the media and say what it was he was saying to you. But the context was, me and you don't have a good relationship. Don't use that against him. That's what he said. He said, don't do that shit.
Yeah.
He was saying, don't use that you don't like me as ammunition to go at my son.
Yeah.
But I agree. You got anybody in here know the first round, the overall first pick
It's probably Cooper. No.
of last year?
Last year.
Last year now.
See how we got to think about it?
I know who it is. He played
Bronny
for-
was
Yeah, I know you too.
the second round, 55th pick.
Yeah,
Why do you
Bronny
care? If he came
It's
out,
because it's his son. It's because
and
it's his son.
but that's what he's saying. He said, "Don't use me as ammunition to go at him." Look at it was Worcestershire or something like that. He played in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not critiquing his game? Why are you not critiquing the second overall pick?
Right.
He's
And
a
I
second rounder.
I barely hear anything about that dude.
You
Barely.
don't.
No, you don't hit none at
don't.
all.
Yeah.
So
That's
like
true.
when
He's
he's
not like
saying that, how can you say it's whack? But for one, you're a journalist. You're not bigger than the program, bro.
Yeah.
You don't have a job if LeBron and the NBA players are not playing. And you can't
You
go
ain't
do
got
what
nothing
they
to
do. You
journal.
ain't got nothing to journal about. So
Go
you can't
go
call
deeper
it
than that.
weak.
You don't have a 5-year, $100 million.
Bro, hold on. Go further than that. LeBron has his own built statue in front of Nike. LeBron's going to have two statues with two franchises in NBA.
Two.
You can't, some people you just shouldn't bother, bro. Like he's being a dad. I get
think
it.
it's the-
It could come off sensitive, but
Yeah, it can.
because I don't know if it can. I gotta take that bit because he's in the NBA. They in the same workplace. Say, let's break it down. You're a principal, and your son is now a teacher in the school.
Right.
They're going around making rumors about your kid. Of somebody that don't like you. One of your colleagues don't like you per se. One of the teachers don't like the fact you're the principal. Now they singling out your kid.
Oh, I'm definitely addressing.
Right, it's the same shit. Like
I'm
don't
definitely
use that you don't like my position.
I didn't like the
against
cover. I
me.
didn't like the cover up for Stephen A. to pick the thing of. I was talking about Bronny, but I'm actually aiming it at you.
But that's what he said.
And
Don't
that's
do.
the issue. And I think that's my only issue. You could have just said my name.
That's it.
If I have a bad game, bad season, use me.
But-
say me.
Let me
don't
say
use
this, though.
Bronny.
Let me say this.
Just
though, bro.
if you are going to critique Bronny, just critique Bronny in his game, but don't try to do too much and then say, "Well, I was really aiming it at you." You scared?
But bro,
Basically.
bro,
You scared?
Let me be real with y'all. He would cook anybody that's like on the street. You know, Bronny, his game is not bad.
It ain't.
He
We talked
only
about
played.
that though.
He only played
NBA level. NBA level is somebody
And
talking
rec
on the
league.
street.
He only
Rec league
played
talking, man, that boy
1 year
trash.
at USC. 1 year. He only played 1 year.
Yeah.
So for him to come out and do what he's doing, he's just developing right now.
And
It's
he
a
getting
development.
better. He getting better.
He's developing. So if you look
Go ahead,
at
your
right
thought.
now, if you look at let's say year before last, the draft, and look at his number, look at Bronny's number, that person that was in his position,
We don't
they-
even know who that
we don't even
player
know
was.
who they is.
We really don't.
Who is the top three?
He
I don't know. The last
he
guy
has
I don't
the name.
know.
He has the
That's
name.
what I'm trying to figure
How
out.
you felt about that? Because I want to go off what he said about the development part.
Yeah.
About LeBron approaching Stephen A. Like Stephen A. said, he said that wasn't a basketball player that approached me. That was a father. So I mean,
What do you think a father's
right?
gonna do?
Like what did
Everybody,
you expect, bro?
all of us
Like,
got kids.
You a
Exactly.
dad.
I would do the
first.
same thing,
You are
bro.
a dad.
Dad
Don't
first,
matter
exactly.
what happens. We had the conversation the other day. I'm a dad first. And coaching don't matter.
First.
Yeah.
Basketball
The
don't even
relationships
matter.
don't matter.
Don't
Family
I'm
first.
I'm gonna be a dad
Household.
my whole
Family
life.
first, bro.
Got a whole house.
Hey, he lucky. Stephen A. Smith better be lucky that he did that on the professional level. Because if it was
Right. He
youth
really did.
football or
It
youth-
literally
somebody-
was like
he
30
might have got
seconds.
slapped, dog.
Yeah, but he act like he made a spectacle of it. He ain't get on the microphone and be like, "Yo, Stephen A. over," like, yo, he walked up to you man to man.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah,
send. He could have.
Remember,
He could have
said
sent the
he
little
said the
basketball dude over.
conversation was different because he walked up to it and it was for the first like 10 seconds. It was like just talking
Now-
at first. And then that's when he turned up because LeBron made sure he brought that to his attention. And then immediately walked out. So it was only a few seconds. But
see,
for him, it probably felt like,
Eternity.
well, dang.
Would you, but look,
Grilling
would you
him.
have rather him go to Twitter and type it on there? I
That would have
bet
made
you Stephen
LeBron.
A.
That would have
I
made
bet you
LeBron
Stephen
look
A. would have
LeBron
been
as
like,
worse.
"Why you didn't come to me as a man?"
As a man.
You
Thank
are-
you.
and
Yeah.
say
No,
say
he
what you
would have
did.
used the internet
Oh,
trolls
yeah.
to save the conversation,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it
They go
wasn't
to
no
all these
middleman.
podcasts and
Right.
talk
Wasn't no
about
It wasn't no
middleman. He went
screenshot.
straight to him, and that's what he should have done.
And that's what he had an issue with because
Yeah.
he didn't have no backup. It's
Yeah.
man to man, and you got a nigga
Who was the
6'10",
security dude? Who was the
245
security dude on the side?
That
Who was
nigga
the security dude on the
6'10".
side? That security dude was like this.
Nigga like, shit, you on your own,
He was
Stephen
just
A.
looking around.
He was
If
looking
something
like-
went down.
Right.
But to go back to your point with the development, I talked to Marty about this the other day, bro. He went to Sierra Canyon. There's probably, out of 12 kids, there's probably 8 or 9 that were going D1.
Mm-hmm.
There's no time to be a dog on a team like that.
No.
If you look at Gilbert Arenas and what he did and how he structured his kids, they played public school basketball with the regular kids,
Yep.
getting NBA development. So Elijah was able to go be the man and go dominate his league. Look at Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
He was killed. We were looking at highlights. Like, who is he playing against? Those are the kids that's regular. That's supposed to be at the public school. But now Zion is able to bang in the NBA because he has the development trait to be a dog.
Yeah,
Bronny's
man.
never had to be the
Zion,
guy.
dog
Right.
He's
now.
always dishing
Had a
first.
team.
Exactly.
That's
because
why
you
his
got,
assist was
bro,
up.
you got
Yeah.
4 other
Bro, his
5
assist was
stars
up.
on the court.
Yep.
When do I ever got to take over a game? But when you get to the next level, now in the NBA, they want you to be that guy.
Yeah.
But the NBA is a role-playing game.
Yeah.
How many superstars were on the Warriors team?
Yeah.
There's only one nigga on that team that can do whatever fuck
But
he
look,
want.
all those
Everybody else got to play their role.
all those D1
Exactly.
players, all those D1 players that came from Sierra Canyon, they still in school.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them still in college.
Because they take more development, though.
Yeah.
They're going to have to be there. The Isaiah Collier kid from USC, he wasn't ready to come out.
nah.
He's not a dog yet, so why does he not get that same grace at 18? And they comparing him to Luka. Well, Luka was 18, 19.
Yeah.
Luka came from overseas.
Luka was already playing.
He was already playing
already
pro
playing
ball.
pro at 16.
already playing pro
Yeah.
at 16 years
That boy
old.
was
That's not
drinking
the
beers
same,
at
bro.
12.
That's what I'm saying.
averaging 20 plus point.
I hate when people do that, bro. That's not the same comparison. Y'all can't do that
That's the world we're gonna forever live in, though.
because it's
Yeah.
Bronny.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
That's a big fact.
Yeah. Hey, before we close out, man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Inside the Game. This was a great conversation.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope you like what you heard, and I hope you heard what you like. Hey, go ahead, Sonny. Shout your tag out, bro.
No?
Shout your tag out. Hey, make sure y'all tune back in for episode 3 of Inside the Game. I was trying to get everybody.
You can't just throw me on the spot like that. We never did that.
Oh, man. All you think you got to do is say.